Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my last order. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fires to the side of an ice caller. You know that ride till the tides fall off. You know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, ain't seen no way, Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. Yeah.
Getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind stunning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you wanna count on a wild horse, right now.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Houston. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. They run with the longtime Bengal, Joe Mixon. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action. Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's got his man, complete to Dell. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down for Houston.
Why Tony?
Off the play fake, here's Stroud. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
All right.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Under.
In motion now, it's Collins. They'll run here with Mixon. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12.
All right.
A tight end in motion now. Again, it'll be Mixon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Schultz is the motion man. They'll go right back to Mixon. He's to the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run with the 3rd-year man. It's James Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. In motion, Shakir. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On third down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down by living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. In motion now, it's Collins. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Now, Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. This brought him out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Taking off, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after... We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Middle.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Josh Allen on the bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Allen going to give it to Cook. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Middle. Five wide.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Bills. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And they'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Complete to Joe Mixon. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal.
46-yard attempt.
This will be a 46-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, there's one thing for sure, Mike, is you're not going to blame the protection up front. They had more than enough time provided to this quarterback to make a better throw, and I think he's just trying to force something that wasn't there, and the defense takes advantage of it.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to be taken down.
1st down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this 1st half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
11. Hey, uno.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we have reached halftime here. It is a 6-point difference at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. Here's third down and a few inches. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. They'll go play action here with Allen. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Hunter wasn't going to be denied on that one, Mike. And here's a guy that even though he's found a new home here in Houston, and what can we say about this defense that DeMeco Ryans continues to put together, but he continues to produce at the same level we've come to expect from him. 16.5 sacks a year ago, and he adds another one right here. We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find...
This is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Allen here on first down. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch. You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
That is caught. What a throw. Keon Cole. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Now Mixon. Lots of space past the 45. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 37-yard line. It's a big-time run by Mixon. 33 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On the tweak, right? Hey, Uno Mars.
Dell motioning over. And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
That's good for a Houston Texans. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
All right. Down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They look to run with Mixon. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, south. Route to the
Dell
right.
motioning over.
Route to the right. Hey.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Going up top. That's hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now he'll run it. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Cook. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Alert, alert, alert!
Out of the gun, here's Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Bills. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
All right.
Here's a give running left with Mixon. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Here we go.
Dell motioning over. They'll go right back to Mixon. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Buggy, 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 buggy.
Stroud going to set up to throw. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Allen will throw. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That's Will Anderson, the defensive rookie of the year, in there to record the sack. Here's 2nd down. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Allen to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Again, it's Allen to the air. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Stroud. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more deep